And we are live. Okay. Okay. Oh. Good evening, everyone. And maayong gabi sa tanan. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for mga tala na pinaghabi ni Marikit, or roughly translated to mga bituon na gipanahi ni Marikit in Bisaya. Tonight, we break boundaries, we brave the tides, we rewrite the stars, and we weave a path for the book community to come together and celebrate Filipino literature. Hi, this is Fritz from Book Chicas PH, and with me are my fellow hosts for tonight's event, Richard and Eman. Hi, guys.
Hi guys, good evening.
Hello.
Hi guys, good evening.
So, kumusta? Okay naman. So, you guys might be wondering how this event came about unexpectedly. Book Chicas PH and Talk Bookish to Me PH share the same book of the month for Buwan ng Wika. And the book is Marikit and the Ocean of Stars, written by Miss Carice Avendaño Cruz. And Chard and Eman, maybe please introduce yourselves and share an overview about the book clubs that you represent. Who wants to start?
Si Chard muna siguro. Wait lang. Go, Chard.
Sige, go. Here you go. Hola, chicas. Welcome to the collaboration between Book Chicas PH and Talk Bookish to Me. I will introduce a little background of Book Chicas PH. So, Book Chicas PH is your hip and chick community of Bisaya readers. And Book Chicas PH aims to build a close-knit group and create a highly interactive environment for Bisaya readers to enjoy reading through buddy reads and other activities. This is a place where every opinion is heard and where community values align with our own. We want this community to be a safe space and fun environment for everyone, where lifelong friendships are made while also sharing our love for books and reading. So basically, mahihilig kami sa mga book Chicas. Ayun, mahihilig din kami sa mga book pods. Ayun.
Yes.
Also, Book Chicas was also established and founded last June 12, 2023. So, newly hatched po kami. Ayan, di ba? Bagong pan na naman.
Thank you, Chard. How about you, Eman?
Thank you. Oh, ako na. It's my cue, right? Yeah. Well, hello guys. I'm Eman, one of the admins ng Talk Bookish to Me. So just to give you a little background about our book club, we established it way back November 24, 2020. So kasagsagan siya ng pandemic na-create ang Talk Bookish to Me. So we are not yet called Talk Bookish to Me. We've just created a group called the House in the Cerulean Sea, or THITCH. Ayun yung unang pangalan ng Facebook Messenger namin. And from then on, we acquire all those people, communities, from BookTube. Wala pang Book Talk nun. So BookTube, Bookstagram, and even in Facebook. So there. So far we do have like 75 members, and it is facilitated by me, Erica, Elena, and Mark. And our book club is actually aims to connect the readers and authors, specifically not just only in local but also international. And we also aim to like have like a stick, and we love to have people in our club regardless of their book genre. So we want to establish a community wherein we act as a family to every members that will join our book club. So that's it. That's it for Talk Bookish to Me.
Thank you, Eman, and thank you, Chard. You know, if I must say, the stars have finally aligned for both clubs, diba? It's thanks to Eman's drive to do a collaboration that this idea sparked. Kasi Eman has been a Bookstagram friend since we've talked about Janus lang ba yun, Eman? Yung napag-usapan natin before, di ba? Nag-rave tayo about Janus lang. And then
I'm
Richard,
so
and then Richard was a fellow Budolero in the books from us. So ayun. And nagka-connect tayong tatlo, and then supposedly I think Eman reached out early during the first half of the year to do a collaboration, but then parang it did not work out that time kasi I don't know, we have different activities kasi before, right? And then surprisingly ngayon both clubs share the same book of the month for Buwan ng Wika, and that's Marikit and the Ocean of Stars. And then, ayun, so biglang light bulb moment na let's do something together. And I think it's quite fitting na we end this celebration ng Marikit, ng journey ni Marikit together to, you know, celebrate it together as two clubs sharing the same book of the month for Buwan ng Wika. Diba? Amazing. So, maybe Eman, can you maybe share a bit about why we are doing this Facebook Live?
Yeah, just to give you a heads up, guys, basically the purpose of this event is to know more about the book, Marikit and the Oceans of Stars. Specifically, we want to like introduce this to the book community. Know about Marikit. Bakit nga ba nandito si Marikit? Kasama yung author, syempre. So we want this to like have a productive thing for everyone. You can ask question on our comment section, so you can check you can check the comment section. Just type it in, whatever it is. We're here to read that one, and we will also have the author for you
Nice. Okay.
today.
Thanks, Eman.
That's it.
Now the moment
Oh
we
yeah,
are. Yes. What?
you're welcome.
Anything else you want to add? Okay na?
No. That's fine. That's fine. Yes.
Okay. So the moment that we are all waiting for, she may or may not be a 7,000-year-old spinster who lives in a small cottage hidden by overgrown ipil-ipil trees, watching the world from her open windows while also waiting for cool air to pass by. It is very, very hot where she lives. Ayun. She takes notes. She takes note of everything that happened and records them in a notebook whose pages never run out. But really, truthfully, Carissa Vendaño Cruz is a copywriter for awesome internet brands and cool businesses. As a writer, she is a chaotic pantster. Oh, she loves making a mess first before giving it structure because she enjoys writing without knowing what will happen next. Her favorite things to write, however, are magical stories led by kids of color. And she lives in Bulacan, Philippines, with her family of humorously named cats and a dog who loves to demand belly rubs. Marikit and the Ocean of Stars is her debut novel. So everyone, sa lahat ng 14 million viewers namin sa Book Chicken, everyone please help me welcome Miss Carissa Vendaño Cruz. Ayun. Hi, Miss Caris.
Hello po.
And finally,
Hello po. Magandang gabi po.
We're with Miss Caris right now.
Magandang gabi, Miss Caris.
Hello po.
Miss Caris.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Grabe,
Magandang gabi po.
so generous of your time
No.
for both of the clubs. Really, so much. And I think this event tonight makes it even more meaningful for all of us, for all the members of Talk Bookish to Me PH and Book Chicas PH, and also for the whole book community who are watching us right now. We're so happy to have you with us. Yun. And we have...
It's my honor to be here.
Thank you, Miss
Salamat
Caris.
po for having me.
So, Chard, can you maybe share what about the book, about Marikit and the Ocean of Stars?
I'm shy, charot la. And actually, Marikit and the Ocean of Stars is a story about a nine-year-old girl named Marikit, and she wants this specific blue dress to be woven by her mom for her 10th birthday. And when her mom gives her this yung patched up dress, bigla siyang na-disappoint, and come her 10th birthday, may nangyari. Ayokong sabihin kung ano yung nangyari, but something happens wherein she has to escape her place in Barrio Magiting and go to the land of Encantos to save her family. And there we already know that she will go on a journey, meet many people, meet many places in the land of Encanto. So that in itself is already interesting enough. But what makes Marikit and the Ocean of Stars great is that it's basically a love letter to our culture, our mythology, our folklore, because we meet a lot of characters and creatures and maybe several gods and goddesses along the way. And we see Marikit grow into this person who not just children but adults and teenagers alike will want to emulate, because she grows a lot in this book, not just from 9 years old to 10 years old. So if you're that in itself already is interesting to me, and that's mainly the reason why both our clubs picked this book as our book of the month, aside from the love letter to the Philippines. So that's basically Marikit and the Ocean of Stars by Miss Carissa Vendaño Cruz. I hope I gave justice to the summary, Miss Caris.
You know the book better than I do.
Ayun. So, Sa lahat ng viewers natin tonight, we hope we have our members joining us. I think we have for Book Chicas, we have Jamie, Kai, Queenie, MJ, in watching us tonight. And who welcome din sa mga members ng Talk Bookish to Me PH. Ayun. And sa mga viewers din sa page ni Miss Caris.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
Hi,
And
everyone.
okay, so just a heads up for tonight's event. There may be spoilers because we are encouraging our members to ask about the book because I'm sure marami silang questions about it and they want to know more about Marikit's journey and the characters and the setting of the book and maybe make some clarifications about the story. So, please don't hesitate to post a comment sa comment section natin sa ating Facebook Live and let's have a intimate intimate okay ayun si Ivy. An intimate discussion with Miss Caris about Marikit and the Ocean of Stars. Okay. So, may nagtanong na ba? How about we start with a fun fact?
Wala pang,
Do you want to
wala pang
say
question.
Do you want to share a fun fact about Marikit? I know you know something.
Kami, si Miss Caris.
Ako na lang, pwede ba ako magtanong?
Go, Miss Caris, may tanong? Ayun. O, diba? Jamie, nag-comment si Jamie eh. OMG, hello, OG, manghahabi. O,
Oh,
yes. The manghahabi herself. And hello, Irene. Yun, so thank you. So,
I have to
guys, if you
disappoint
have
you. I
questions,
don't know. I'm
please
not
post,
really good at it.
yun. So, Emma, you want to share something about a fun fact about the book? Alin, naghang si Eman pala.
hala.
Nawala si Eman.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Ayan,
I'm really
ayan.
sorry. My internet is so snappy right now, but
It's okay.
this fun fact are basically from the book itself, Market and the
Yeah.
Ocean of Stars. And thank you so much, Miss Caris, for for giving this to us. Yeah. So, well, fun fact: Marikit and the Oceans of Stars was originally titled as Marikit Wore the Map to the Encantos. So that's supposedly the original title, but I'm kind of like curious about the title itself because this is one of the our book of the month questionnaires as well. Miss Caris, siguro ako na lang mag-initiate ng question while we are waiting for some of our audience in here. By the way, I just want to recognize the people from Talk Bookish to Me. Hello, Ate Dayan. Hello, As Theril. And Arn, hello there. And Neil is also here. So hello guys. Ayan. So yeah, we just wanna ask. I guess I will be the one who will start the question because this is the thing that we are also asking on our book club. Bakit nga ba nag-come up sa Marikit and the Oceans of Stars ang Marikit and the Oceans of Stars? Miss Caris.
So
Interesting.
initially, okay, initially, the title that I gave to it was Marikit Wove Them Up to the Encantos. Because, ano ba yun? When I started querying it, I wanted to give it a very Filipino flavor. You know, yung parang pag nakita nila, parang, okay, wait, this isn't from us, hindi siya from the US, so they're gonna kind of like ask, saan to galing, ano to, anong meron dito sa story na to. But of course, during the production, my publisher kind of like told me na, okay, we have to change the title to make it more palatable sa US audience. And they gave it Marikit in the Ocean of Stars. I remember my editor kind of like telling me na, it's supposed to like meld into the poetic prose of the story. Medyo hindi ako naniniwala doon, pero I thank them for that. It was a title that was just so beautiful to me kasi parang Ocean of Stars? Are you for real? Parang gano'n, parang, why? It was so beautiful. Ako nga mismo nagka-goosebumps. Yung sabi ko sa kanila, parang, gusto niyo pong baguhin? Kasi it was too beautiful for the book. And I was so scared na baka mag-expect sila and then hindi masatisfy yung expectations nila. Parang, it was a style na mas sobrang ganda. But along the way, we kind of like wove things into the book that made made that ocean of stars. I think there are two instances na meron kayong parang may recognizes na stars within the story. One is in a bamboo forest, and the other is a literal ocean, which is like the final punch of it all. Like it's a literal na punch. There was like a giant hat, and I think the ocean that part of the ocean of stars was one of the most important parts, and one of the parts that I really enjoyed writing. And I'm glad na it also reflects on the book itself. Nakikita natin na, oh, okay, Ocean of Stars, it is here. This is the part where it was. So there.
Yes, thank you.
That's nice. Well, we're so very we're so very happy to know. I mean, to know why is it Marikit and the Ocean of Stars, and now we know. Now we know. Yeah. So thank you, Miss Chris, for that. Oh yeah. Going back to you, Fritz. Do you have any questions on your end?
I just want to share din kasi if you have listened to our podcast interview with Mr. He mentioned na yung book is an all-star cast. If you may say it's an all-star cast kasi the editor is a Filipino, the illustrator as well, illustrator ng book, and yung narrator ng audiobook.
Yeah.
Ang galing lang. So everything is Filipino talaga. It's a dedicated to Filipino, and it's a book about Filipino culture. It's an explosion of Filipino culture, myth, and folklore. So ayun. So may tanong ba? May ibang tanong pa ba? Nag-post na ba ng tanong? Or nahihiya pa kayo? Don't be shy, guys.
What?
Just post your comments sa...
Okay lang. Wag lang math, please. I just want to kind of like say also na si Amelin Abelera. Okay, please. Oh.
No, it's fine, Miss Chris. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, no, if you listen to the story Everlasting Nora by Marie Cruz, which is another heartwarming book. She's also the narrator for that. And nakakatawa kasi yung tuwing nagsasalita si Amelin sa audiobook. Why are you doing, Richard? Tuwing nagsasalita siya in Filipino, when yung Filipino character yung nagsasalita, you would just hear yung accent natin. And it was like, when I was listening to the audiobook, was like, seryoso to. I was getting goosebumps, and it was like one of my favorite parts to hear us actually talking. So yung accent natin yung highlight dun sa audiobook. And I love that.
Wow, oo nga. It's when she narrated the book, The Story of Marikit, meron talagang taste of Filipino with the accent and ayun, how she pronounces the Filipino words, diba? So it's quite amazing.
I love how the narrator says, Marikit makulit. That's what I remember. Sobrang iconic. Marikit makulit. Alam mo yan. Well, ang daming tanong dito sa Talkbook to me. If it is possible, can I read?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. So, guys, I want to read what Ate Diane says. Sabi niya, I am yet to get my copy at the MIBF, so hoping to get it signed too for me and my 10-year-old to read. Oh, yeah. Later we'll give a spotlight to Miss promotion, and yes, you're in MIBF, I guess. Yeah, for the question, I do have a question here from Ate Diane. She says,
Oh, wala. Eman, are you there? Oh, no, cut off si Eman. Let me check if
We're
I
just
can view
gonna
the
read.
question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Diane asked
Yeah, I
if
can't
was
view the
there any
question either.
inspo for the character?
Do we want a specific character, Diane? No.
Yes, maybe
Uh,
Marikit. I
all
think
of
it's
them.
about Marikit or all of them. Oo,
Do you,
yeah.
Marikit is actually inspired from my mom. Palagi ko yung sinasabi, my mom and my grandmother, because their relationship was just so beautiful. And the thing was, Marikit and her nanay Anita had the same birthday, and that was the same with my mama and Inang. And I grew up seeing them just staying together, listening to each other's stories, accompanying each other sa palengke. It's those little things, and sobrang hanga ko dun sa love nila for each other. And I know that Inang also loves all of her children. There's 8 of them. There are 8 of them. So, but she shares the same birthday. So I felt na, could there be something magical with having the same birthday as your parent? And so Marikit is inspired from my mom, and Aling Anita is inspired from Inang, who is also a seamstress. Juan Tamad is like inspired. I really wanted to like put a very familiar face, no folklore face dun sa story natin. And Juan Tamad is like this the perfect guy for it. Definitely he's his own legend. So he's inspired from himself. Ali is inspired from I think just the imagery of the bamboo trees right in front of our house, because I grew up looking at it, and I always wondered whether there are ghosts living inside it, kasi it's just right in front of your house and you're a little kid and you don't want to pass by it kasi baka may mga kapre na sa likod o tikbalang that will snatch you away and you'll never get home. Uh, Ali was like this little tiny thing that accompanies Marikit, and I just really want her to not be alone. Saturnina came from a daydream. Would you believe it? um, I think it was inspired from like a scene. I don't even remember what we watched back then, but I think it was probably Goyo or something. And that kind of like triggered that daydream of walking into the walls and seeing this beautiful Filipinas in their ternos, looking outside their windows, and there she was, Saturnina, the prettiest girl who had to stay inside because she cannot be outside and soaked by the sun.
Yes.
Hi,
Oh,
Eman! Welcome
Ayan,
back!
Eman is back. Oh, if you guys have noticed, yung dedication nga ni Miss
Kuya
Teresa,
Eman! Charot.
It's Tuta Siyang and Neneng who both share the same birthday. So it's
Here,
her
I'm back.
mom and her lola. Diba? So sweet.
Ah,
Okay, so let's go to another question from Jamie. She's mentioned this earlier during our discussion while we are still having the reading the book of the month, the Marikit and the Ocean of Stars. She asked, is there a chance for book 2? Like the adventure of Marikit's brother, since he's a halfling as well. Is he a halfling? Yung brother ni Marikit?
I think he didn't go through the Banyuhay, but he's God-kissed kasi he kind of escaped one of the challenges of Amansinaya. So there's something also special about him. I hope there's a book too, though.
Oh my gosh. So parang we need a book too.
I hope
Jamie,
so
so
too.
ayun, nasagot na yung tanong mo. So, okay, maybe just a follow through sa question ni Jamie. If there's going to be a book 2, what would be a fitting title? Surprise! Because I think, and then
I can only wish.
maybe for me, if we talk about book 2, I would also want to see Marikit and her friends back together, doing another adventure together, di ba?
Yeah.
Maybe Juan Tamad, Ali, and Saturnina. Ayun. So, ayun, na-pressure si Miss
Hindi, that's okay. When we submitted Marikit to the editor, parang my agent kind of like told me na you should prepare a few more of these of this kind of maybe in the future kung meron. So we actually have something in the pipeline for that if they kind of like give it a go. Pero right now, the title would be Marikit in the Land of the Shadows.
Okay.
That's just it, man. Sana po.
Pa-release na po ng book.
Ah,
O, di ba? OMG. Yes, Jamie. OMG. We share the same reaction.
salamat po.
OMG. Yes, we want that. Paging the publisher of Marikit and the Ocean of Stars. Let's proceed with book 2. Ganun. Ayun. So, I think, Neil Franz from Talk Bookish also asked the same question. May sequel po ba Marikit? Ayun. Hi, Eman. You're back. Ayun. Yes, Eman. Okay na ba yung signal mo?
We can see you.
We can see you, but medyo lag. So maybe let's ask another question. Let's from Talk Bookish. Wait, I found there was one question I saw earlier. Let me see. It's about if it was your first novel. Main character is this the first novel you wrote? Ayun.
Oh,
Yes.
This is actually the second, but this is the first middle grade that I finished. The first novel that I wrote was an attempt to do YA. But hindi kaya, yung writing voice ko, my editor said that, my agent kind of like realized that my voice was more descriptive. So it's not fitting for the YA contemporary na short, na crisp, and cool and modern. I wish I could do that though. Sana. Hi, Eman, ulit.
Sorry. I have like a technical issue on my end. Sorry, guys.
Hey, Eman. So maybe Miss Carice, I'm
Sorry
curious
na.
about this. You mentioned about a YA novel. What was the title? If it's okay for you to share it.
No, the title of it, kung maalala ko, it was Hide and Sing. So the story was this girl who was super mahiyain, but she was always singing, and she just loves music, and she just doesn't know whether kung yung voice niya was like, something na magugustuhan ng tao. So she was always hiding when she was singing. So that's how the story kind of like.
Have you ever considered releasing the book, or maybe do a self-publish the book?
It was the first book na sinend out ko during, I think, 2018 pa yata. And there was no success. There was no agent was fighting it. Pero it's always there. I'm always reworking on it. And I love it. It was my first love, so I'm always going to go back to it one day. One day, sana we'll find a way to get it out into the world.
Oh,
Salamat mo. Salamat for asking.
Na-intriga ako sa ako dyan sa na yan, sa character na yan. And what is, something that this one can offer though. So, yeah.
Ayun. So, in mentioned, yes to book 2. Hala, interesting. Love how you mentioned food in the book. Pinoy na Pinoy. Captured talaga.
Salamat po.
Ayun.
Yeah.
So, any other questions? From Talk Bookish, meron ba?
Yeah. I don't know if nabasa mo na, Fritz, but Neil is asking, may sequel po ba Marikit?
Yes.
So,
it's the same question as Jamie's earlier. So, ayun. So, nasagot na ni Miss Carice.
I see, sorry.
What else? Who's
Thank
your
you for
favorite?
that's the one that I missed.
It's okay. From Arn, who is your favorite supporting character daw?
One of my favorites would be Sangdaan. He wasn't originally there, but it was important na isama namin siya because we wouldn't even see kung paano mag-work yung map ni Marikit if it wasn't for him. So him and Everywhere were just the instruments para makita natin yung map niya. And I love kasi yung his name, because in Tagalog, isa is one and daan is way, so it's like one way. Pero you just put them together, it's like isang daan is like 100. So it always feels like
Yes.
one way amongst 100 ways. So parang ganon. So I just really love I just really love him.
Yes. So, diba?
Well,
Tandaan.
you know, this character na si Sang Daan, I'm so very flattered sa kanya kasi when the time that Marikit asked question to Sang Daan, ang sinasabi niya lang, you'll learn things along the way. So, you know, parang bakit ka ganyan? Bakit ka ganyan? Sa'yo na yung sagot, bakit ayaw mo ibigay sa akin? bakit pinapahirapan mo ako ng ganito? Diba? Like, I mean, sobrang ano lang, sobrang powerful lang ng ano na yun, ng part of that specific book. Kasi parang, he let Marikit shine on her own and discover things on her own. You know, something like that.
And yung favorite line ko talaga yung comment ni Sang Daan doon about the dress ni Marikit. Kasi hindi pa napapansin ni Marikit yung worth ng dress. Yung real worth ng dress. And then he mentioned that it was made of love from her mother na isang mga habi. Diba? So, yun. Favorite ko din si Sang Daan eh. It's a fun character.
Yes.
So, any other questions? Or maybe let's talk about one other character na sa story na si Benny Bato. Do you guys remember Benny Bato? Ayun, so just a fun fact, the idea for Benny Bato is, di ba, it's they're in all the moving, talking, rolling rocks, yan sila. The idea comes from the term na buhay na bato. Can you share a little bit more what buhay na bato is about Miss Grace?
I think nung bata pa kami, we had this parang belief na when you pick up this special rock, I don't even know how it looks like, pero sinasabi nila na pag buhay na bato yan, it has magic in it. You can wish on it. But yun lang, parang it's a guesswork na parang alin dyan sa napakaraming bato yung buhay na bato. Sabi nila parang it was yung bato na parang that grows. So parang, wait a minute, bato yun eh. So, and then you realize pala na, and then meron pala talagang bato na nag-grow.
Yes.
So there.
Yeah, thank you. So Arn mentioned na, about Sang Daan, he let Marikit discover the beauty of knowing alone through her experiences. Yes. Thanks, Arn. Ayun. And then another one, let's see. From Dayan, what about the story required you to do deep research? Did you have to visit a specific location for inspo?
Oh. Okay. I finished the story. Yung first half ng story was inspired mainly within where I am. I live in Bulacan, and we are surrounded by green fields and palaisdaans. Just a few hours from us, merong mga mountains. So mostly yung barrio ni Marikit was inspired from where I am. But a lot of this, for example, Ibalon, I took it from Mount Mayon. It had to be there, the most perfect volcano out there. we had to like include that there. And then the seas also, which allows Amansinaya to kind of like look out from her windows and recognize different forms of water. I finished Marikit during in the middle of pandemic also, so I wasn't able to go out, but I was lucky to have most of the resources available dito sa amin and also sa internet. So that's where I took my inspirations from. Maraming salamat for asking.
Yes, ayun. So yeah, you mentioned that the volcano is inspired. Ano ba yung pangalan nun? Inspired from Mount Mayon. Ibalon, right? That's where Alice Banyuhay happened. Yeah. So I just want to mention here what Banyuhay is about. No, it's actually Miss Carrie's favorite word throughout the book. Banyuhay, and she mentioned that it came from bagong anyo no word plus buhay, which makes sense kasi it's a banyuhay. Ayun. Amazing. And ito pa, another word. Banyusan is also an old Tagalog word which means to cleanse or wash away. And yun. Maybe that's a part of the meaning too. Oh. Ano, na-speechless. So that's what
I have to guess what it is.
Right. I mean, okay. Na-speechless ako bigla doon. Napatulala. So, ayun. Maybe let's read some more comments from Jamie. Okay, it's about, I did not get to mention this earlier. Sabi ni Jamie, maybe now they will print it na because of the success ng Marigit. So, I think this is talking about your YA novel. Yun. And then, ang galing nung name behind
Salamat po.
Tandaan. Yes. So guys, please post your comments, questions on our comment section if you have for Miss
Salamat
Carlos. We still have time to discuss more about the book, and feel free to post your comments, questions about Marikit and sa kay Miss Caris then as well about being an author or yun. Ayun, alrighty. Thanks for sharing. Sabi ni Dayan, familiar with the beautiful landscape of Bulacan. Andiyan na si Eman. Eman, how are you?
Salamat po.
I'm fine. I'm fine, but technically my Wi-Fi is not working. So just bear with me, guys. But yeah, I've heard you're talking about Banyuhay, which is Miss Caress' favorite word. And siguro kung ako yung tag dito, one of the most impactful words that I have read sa libro. Kasi if you will read Marikit and the Ocean of Stars, there are like before the chapter starts, there's like a Tagalog word, and it has a definition. And the thing there is, yung definition na yun is just not like just a definition. It is a self-definition. I don't know how Miss Caris do that, the specific thing. And one of my favorite word that is in there is tahanan. I love how she described what tahanan is. So you're kind of curious about it. Read Marikit and the Oceans of Stars.
Ayun.
So I will not read out. I'm planning to read too, but I will not. I'll let you discover what is tahanan is and what Miss Caris tells about tahanan. So there. Yeah, sabi ni Mary Jed, good evening daw. Good evening sa'yo, Mary Jed. Thank you for stopping by, for watching our live.
We hope you're safe.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, may tanong ba?
So far wala. Oh yeah. Merong nag-appear dito galing kay Stellar Galest. Ayan. So from Talk Bookish to Me. So I'll just read it if it is fine. Sabi niya, as an author, how would you promote Marikit to younger generation, especially sa mga taong nag-start pa lang mag-read ng book?
Ooh. Okay. Wow, that's hard because I couldn't even as you're very introvertish human being, it was hard. No, but I think I wrote Marikit during that time when I wanted to really get a Filipino book out there. My YA wasn't really successful, kaya I started writing a middle grade para mas ma-reach yung community, yung circle na I feel na parang mas akma yung voice ko. And Marikit and the Ocean of Stars is a very, very Tagalog book. It's a very, very Filipino book, not just a Tagalog book, but it has like a lot of the people na nababasa natin sa panitikan. It is just filled with nostalgia. And I wrote this especially for kids na both here in the Philippines and both there in the diaspora, knowing that ang daming bagay ngayon na parang nalulose na yung stories natin. Parang more often na naririnig natin yung stories ng iba and we just fall in love with those stories. And it's okay to fall in love with those stories, but I would love us to also fall in love with our stories once again in whatever variations they are, in whether they are graphic novels or whether they are prose or poetry. It is important na maaalala natin kung sino tayo, and this is one of those books that reflects kung sino tayo. So please read this. It doesn't have to generally embrace who we all are, because sa vastness ng Pilipinas, I don't think it could be limited by one book. Pero this is one of those books na gawa natin, and I am proud to kind of give it to you. Maraming salamat po sa nagbasa, and maraming salamat po sa magbabasa pa.
Yay! Ayun, Miss Caris, may nagtanong din dito under Talk Bookish.
Thank you for that.
Using the quadratic equation po raw. Joke lang. Joke lang, Miss Caris.
Sabi walang mate.
Oo. Yan talaga sinabi ni Miss Caris sa amin na walang math kasi ayaw natin sa math ngayon for now. Pero seryoso na.
Hindi carry.
May tanong dito si Ixabel Dino.
Ixabel, hi!
How did you decide which Encantos to include in the story? Since we have a lot of Encantos in the Philippines. This goes in line with how vast and how diverse the Philippines is.
Mostly yung mga Encantos na sinama namin dito were the ones na yung kinikwento sa amin ni Yoryang. I think we talked about this before nung nag-uusap tayo na yung mga lolo't lola natin, pag hindi tayo natutulog, sasabihin sa atin, kakainin ka ng aswang, o kukunin ka ng tigbalang. And I think they were the most accessible na Encantos as a start, for starters. So, sila yung mga sinama ko because I think one way or another magiging familiar yung mga mambabasa sa mga Encantos na to.
Yun. Teka, nagiging speechless din ako.
That's super awesome, no? Yung culture natin, ang dami nating folklore, ang dami nating mythology. Tapos parang it's only a few people who knows this folklore and mythology, and parang it's something that we can tell to the world that, hey, our culture is like this, our mythology is powerful like this, and this is something that is so colorful and so wonderful, and we can be proud of it, something like that. And that's what I see under Marikit and the Oceans of Stars, na parang ang sarap i-embrace yung pagiging Filipino, na parang alam ko to kilala ko to mga characters na to, kilala ko to, parte to ng paglaki ko, parte to ng mga kinukwento ng magulang ko nung bata pa ako. Yung ganon, parang it's a good thing that we are passing this to a younger generation, and nape-preserve kung ano yung meron tayong culture. And yeah, it's a good thing that Marikit is a medium for those young children na hindi pa kilala yung ating culture. Parang it's a small step for them to know what the Filipino culture is, what the Filipino folklore is, and the mythology that we have. And with that, it gives a sparks to them to search for more. Diba? Search for more mythologies. Sino nga ba ang mga gods and goddesses ng Pilipinas? Ganyan. So very happy to have Marikit, actually. Thank you, Ms. Chris.
Yes, and if I may just add, sabi ni Jamie, so humble ni Miss Aris. True. And then also, relating to the earlier discussion, is thank you for giving us a story to tell our little ones that shows our Filipino folktales and creatures without the pananakot effect. So true. Oo, kasi kami,
Oh.
lumaki kami ng ano dahil sa Gandang Gabi Bayan, yung pinapanood natin. And of course, yun nga, mga panakot sa atin when we were still young. So, it's a different flavor yung binibigay ni Marikit with the story that Miss Carissa have woven. Ayun.
Oh.
Ayun. Ako may question ako about that actually.
Okay, yes,
Ano,
Chard.
was it intentional to actually change that concept of fear when telling our mythology and folklore stories, especially when writing this book?
Definitely. We wanted to kind of like switch the way we perceive these monsters na nakakatakot, nakakainin tayo, to beings that could actually that could actually become our friends. I love kasi yung possibility na I love the possibility ng looking at other people na parang hindi kasi siya yung same as tayo, and just realizing na parang, oh wait, hindi pala sila yung the way na ginajudge natin sila. So I'm glad we're giving that space na to allow kids to see na, wait a minute, hindi pala ito yung sinasabi sa akin, yung ini-imagine ko. It allows them to ponder na to know these creatures or these people better by themselves, na para makilala nila na hindi sila sasaktan nito, hindi sila ipapahamak nito. Except if they're aswangs.
Oo nga. Yun na nga yung trait talaga sa aswang. And I so agree with that kasi parang it gives more space for us to appreciate yung mythology and folklore as a Filipino. Hindi lang na dahil yun nga the fear factor, yan lang, that's what we've grown to know about, diba? But then there's so much more to know about our myth and folklore here in the Philippines. And yeah. Okay. So maybe let's read some. I'm not sure if nabasa na tong ibang comments from Talk Bookish. Yung sabi ni Stellar, interesting. Thank you, Miss Grace. I'm very much looking forward to this masterpiece of yours. And then from Diane, exactly what I want my son to be familiar with as well, and for me to relive those stories from the elders. Haha. Oh, and here's another one. Yes, and thank you for writing and being our voice. Ayun. And from Arn, sana sa book 2 ma-highlight or may ganap din sa larong Batang Pinoy. Marikit and her friends playing Pico or Tumbang Preso. Oh. O, di ba may mga ideas for you to
may input sa book kami. Patala. May assistance dyan.
As you mentioned earlier, or even before during our interview with you sa podcast, sabi mo, you don't really follow a plot line. Yun ba yun? Kaya you mentioned you're a panster because you'd rather like to work along the way as you go along the way sa flow ng story. So maybe baka sa mga pinipitch in yun na mga ideas.
Salamat po.
Might add sa diba? Book 2. We're hoping for book 2. Ayun. Paging the publishers. Yes, ayun. So, Char, do you have anything to say? Wala na naman si Eman. So, guys, we have a few more minutes
Kuya Eman, nasan ka?
for the night in Miss Carrie. So, if you have more questions, please feel free to post it in our comment section. Ayun si M. M is asking, can we get the book through Shopee? Saan po natin mahanap yung book? Kasi somehow it's hard to get a physical copy of the book here. So where else can we find a copy?
I hope, I do know na meron sana sa Fully Booked and National Bookstore. Book Depository had just closed, so there goes one bookstore. Pero I think Amazon ships to us, and I think it's in a much lower price. So if you're like trying to buy a few more books, baka free shipping yung ibigay sa atin if you're going to buy from Amazon. Maraming salamat for supporting.
I actually got my copy from Amazon US kasi sila yung free shipping na free delivery to PH. But from time to time kasi nag-change. So you just have to check from time to time din kung babalik yung free shipping to Philippines. Kasi it's just, I think, a week or two, tapos darating na yung copy mo sa'yo. So, yeah. And ayun nga, wala siya sa Shopee now. But I found the copy in Fully Booked online before. So I think if you will make a request in Fully Booked, they might be able to provide a copy. Oh, ayun. Another one from Kai. Saturnina is my favorite character as I resonated with her on a more personal level. By any chance, is there anything you want or can share about Nina, about her adventures after she made peace with the fire on her skin? Oh, interesting. Is there a chance for Nina's own book or even a short story?
Oh my gosh.
Ayun.
Okay.
Next question, Kai.
I can tell you what I know about Saturnina, that she's going to find the sun god kasi siya yung may parang hawak nung fire sa balat niya. And Saturnina is also going to travel on her own. I think she's also going to do something unexpected because she has fire on her skin and she's going to manipulate that. She's going to make use of that into something na magagamit ng mas marami pang mga epiko and warriors na makakasama niya. So, that's what I've been planning to. So, still praying for more doors to open for the Marikit series if there will be. Pero maraming salamat. I guess I should write short stories for them na lang. if hindi tayo pagbigyan.
Ayun. Kasi there's really a lot to explore with every character that you've introduced sa book ni Marikit, di ba? Yeah, like Juan Tamad, what's gonna happen to him, ano pa yung adventures ni Ali. So, it's interesting if you're going to do some short stories about.
Sige po.
Ang dami na. Diba? So, ilang series kaya siya? Ilang book na series. Ayun, so sabi nga ni ayun, Diane mentioned, okay, we'll get Amazon then. Your book comes highly recommended by a lot of bookstore friends. Yes.
Maraming salamat po.
Go grab a copy, guys. Ayun. Neil also got his copy from Amazon. Doon din niya po. Yes, no stock at Shopee and I'm anticipating there will be a restock at MIBF, please.
Yes, so, there will be. Sabi po nila.
Guys, they go to MIBF.
Kita po tayo doon.
Yes, you have an activity sa MIBF, Miss Caris, right? When is it gonna happen? With a few other Filipino authors.
It's going to be on September 16. The panel is called Getting the Dream. It's about us Filipino authors getting published by some of the biggest publishers in the US. And I will be with Meiko Yuto, Gail Villanueva, and Thea Guanzon, who's just has this amazing debut book coming up. Supportahan niyo po kami. Maraming salamat po. Gail also has this amazing folklore-inspired book coming up, Lulusi Nagtala. And I think, and the Noble Court, I think. And it's also based on the Tagalog gods, on our mythology. So, kung nagustuhan niyo po si Marikit, I think you would like this just the same. Or even better, because Gail is an amazing writer.
Thank you. Si Char.
Nag-search na ako online sa title yung Lulu Sinagtal.
Diba? I think next summer pa yan release. I think it's for release next year. So what I can also appreciate with Miss Caris is she really promotes other Filipino authors as well. Yeah. Ayun. Even yung sa mga posts, I see your posts, you promote your friends and authors, diba? So that's the beauty of Philippine literature kasi we always get to have each other's backs to support each other. So ayun nga. And maybe it's also a way for us here. That's why we're doing this Facebook Live with you guys. It's of course for you to know more about Marikit because and then kasi we have this we've shared this with our book community in Book Chicas and Talk Bookish. And so we also hope that more readers will get to discover Marikit and the Ocean of Stars. Ayun. Kasi, and then also as well, if the rest of the Filipino authors that you know of, ayun. So let's promote their masterpieces din. Kasi it's sa tangkilikin ang sariling atin, di ba? Ayun. Here, hindi ko natanong kanina, Jamie was asking, why po the name Marikit ang napili?
I don't even know kung yung thought process ko ay malinaw, pero Marikit kasi sounds similar to maliit. And my mom, when she, among her 8 siblings, was the smallest. So parang it's a tease na rin sa kanya. But instead of maliit, kasi hindi pa naman matatawag yun, Marikit na lang yung ginamit namin. And Marikit is also a nickname for her. I think her name is Maria Cristina here. So it's also to celebrate the nicknames that we get from our family na medyo parang, ano yun? Parang napapaisip ko ulit, bakit yun yung nickname niya? So, yun.
Ayun.
Wow.
May nakita rin ako isang question from Stellar Celeste. In your future works, ayan, works, do you want to focus more on creating stories that are more about our Filipino culture, or may other main character kaya na ma-create aside kay Marikit?
Okay. As for me, I don't even know palagi ko sinasabi sa interview na we don't really know kung hanggang kailan open yung publishing sa amin. So for as long as we are here, we're definitely going to make books na Filipinos yung front and center. Kasi, ito tayo, Filipino tayo, and bakit hindi natin isulat yung representation natin. The next books that I am going to write are definitely going to be led by Filipino children. And I'm just really, really so proud na magsastick tayo sa mga stories natin, sa mga folklore natin, sa mga myths natin, just to get them out into the world and have the rest of the world appreciate din naman yung sa atin. Wow!
Kinikilig din ako.
Bakit? From here, I'm only watching Richard's reaction.
Emma, I think Emma has something to say.
Oo.
Wait lang. Yeah. Wait lang. I'm sorry. I just want to add something about what Fritz says. I know that there's a question that has been asked. I don't know. I wasn't able to pick it up, but with regards to the Filipino authors and Filipino published books, please do support them. Ang dami. Like if you will go to MIBF, Manila Book Fair International, you will be able to see a various selection of Filipino-made books in there. So, parang for me, it's time for us to reclaim what is ours. Something like that. And there are Filipino author out there that kaya makipagsabayan. Actually, kaya makipagsabayan internationally, and that is something that I can be proud of. That hey, we are for Filipino, and we can slay this one. Something like that. And yeah, see you in MIBF if ever. So yun lang. Sorry.
Yes, as Emma mentioned, ang dami pa nating books written by Filipino authors that we have yet to discover. It's just that they don't get to have the same opportunity as the other authors. Ayun. So as much as we can, in our simple, small ways, let's help promote those books that we know of, written by Filipino authors. Ayun. Okay. So guys, ayun, salamat po sa mga 15 million viewers natin. Thank you so much for staying with us until this time. If you still have more questions to ask for Miss Manghahabi herself, Miss Caris Avendaño Cruz, just please post your questions sa comment section natin. I think we missed one other fun fact na hindi natin na-share. It's about, or Miss Caris, maybe you want to talk about more kay the character of Ligalig. Kasi you mentioned she's supposed to carry a cane sculpted with the head of a raven, but it changed Why?
Oh, I don't know if you've watched yung Studio Ghibli anime na Spirited Away, and there was this old woman, si kalimutan ko na yung and Ligalig was supposed to look like her. Parang ganun, that intimidating long nose, white hair, Richard, something like that, white haired old lady. But na-realize namin na wait lang, we wanted to parang maintain yung pagiging Filipino nito. So instead of the ravens, and there was actually a part na she becomes a bird and she can fly. We wanted to just stick to yung animals na endemic sa atin. So we wanted to like feature Tarsier since malaki rin naman yung mata ni Ligalig. And she was fun. I mean, she was pretending to be a fairy even though hindi ganun yung pagkaka-disguise niya. So one of the funny parts of the novel.
Even the secondary characters or yung dinaanan lang natin na characters, they're all interesting. Dinaanan talaga. Di ba si Ligalig, ayun, yung mga tikbalang, si Dante, the leader ng tikbalang. I don't know, I so enjoyed the tikbalang during the scene sa farm ni Ikapati. Ayun, and kasi yung adobong gutom yung part na yun. Ayun, they had a feast and then we go to another scene. So it's like we're really taking a tour around the land of Encantos. Ayun. And okay, so meron akong tanong. I'm supposed to ask this one. The cover of Marikit and the Ocean of Stars, the book. Why the cover? Why the design? Was that the original design that you plan to actually put in the cover, or was there something other in something else?
Our editors decided this for us, and we knew na ito na yung swak because ito parang feeling namin din naman na ito yung highlight ng adventure ni Marikit. And it was with another golden-skinned goddess. The one who illustrated this is Alexis Yang. She's a Filipino-Canadian illustrator. And nakaka-proud din kasi this is her first book cover. So in a way, this is also her debut. So we celebrate Marikit as our first then. So, and I hope I could see more book covers from her to kahit na ibang mga libro because she's really amazing.
Eman, you have anything to say? Baka nanghang ulit.
Yeah.
Or Chard?
I'm still here.
Hindi ako magpapaiyak this time. I promise.
No.
How do you say this?
Kasi
how do you say this? Parang
tinatanong may book
just a little background
about story ba na coming.
Just a little background about Marikit and the Oceans of Stars.
Novel.
Actually,
and
this book has been on our Book of the Month poll selection for almost 3 consecutive Book of the Month. And it's kind of like, the paths has been weaved by Marikit talaga. And it's kind of like a good thing that it was discussed during Buwan ng Wika. Kasi ang tagal-tagal na namin ninonominate si Marikit and the Oceans of Stars. Pero as in ang tagal-tagal niya rin dun sa ang tagal-tagal niya rin sa list namin. And ngayon lang talaga nagkaroon ng spotlight si Marikit. And I guess she deserves that spotlight. I mean, look at this event that we are creating right now. And it's a perfect oh,
there we go.
Nako. Binisita ulit ng shadow si Eman.
Oh, no, wag.
Kuya Eman, wag po. Ayun.
Pero sobrang pa si Eman.
Okay.
Naputol
Ayun,
ka
I can hear
kanina.
you.
But I think we got the gist
Oo.
of your you shinare mo. And I would
Salamat,
agree with
Richard.
sa amin naman sa part naman with Book Chicas, it was
Mhm.
our first Filipino literature that we buddy read as as book friends before. And then kaya ayun, we brought it with us when we put up Book Chicas PH kasi it's a memorable one. And even when we planned it, I think Miss Caris already knows about this. When we started planning we plotted the whole activities, the whole year activities ni Book Chicas, kasama na si Marikit doon. And so yung goal pa talaga namin is,
Yes.
let's interview Miss Caris for our podcast. And then, ayun, so she agreed. But then yung first interview namin had some technical issues. And so ayan, paano mo sabihin? So we had this, so we had a second interview. So Miss Grace was really very generous of her time with us. And I think with everyone else, those who love Marikit, and she, when you love Marikit, she also gives back. So, thank you, Miss Caris. Ayun. Hindi ako magpapaiyak, huwag tayong umiyak ngayon. Pero Miss Caris, meron ka na share.
Umiyak na tayo sa first phrase.
Siguro it's ano ba yung saying na yun? You cannot really capture the real beauty in a photo. So, yun ba yun? Or, hindi ko na alam. Hindi ko na alam sasabihin ko. Pero it's like the sense na hindi mo talaga, if you enjoy the moment, so hindi mo makakapture yung photo, you forget to capture a photo or something. Parang yun yung nangyari sa first interview natin. Diba? So, I feel like it was like, secret nating tatlo. But maybe you want to share that one secret that you shared with us, Miss Caris. I think you mentioned something about, sabihin ko ba? about another plan that you want, another book that you plan to write. Is that okay to share? Or secret na natin yun?
Naghang po.
Ayun, naghang.
Sorry. Joke. I know. Hi. No. First off, to me, you three are a wonder. I think I'm always going to say that. And maraming salamat for having me here. It was having you parang support Marikit was just like one of the best gifts of August. So maraming salamat po sa inyo. And to both the club, Stock Bookish to Meet and Book Chicas, maraming salamat po. I always say this, that I'm just a drop in the ocean, and there's so much of us, the writers, before, and so much of us writers na coming up. So it's not going to finish it. Patuloy na magugo yung tide. And more of our stories will be out there. And if you're one of those who writes, please patuloy lang po kayo. Just continue pursuing that. I'm just grateful for this chance. And grateful also for meeting you all. Maraming salamat po. Wait, and I will segue to the secret that Fritz was saying was I just got a second project submitted to my editor, and I'm excited to tell you about it. I couldn't tell a lot, but I could tell na it has a lot of the things na we grew up with, manananggals and bakunawas, a procession, and children who are trying to just conquering the night. So I'm just excited when we're finished, and to show the entire thing to you when we're done. Pero hintay po tayo, it's on 2025 pa po. But while we're here, meron pong there's a lot of Filipino books coming out. I forgot to say po, Roshani Chokshi's The Spirit Glass, which features a babaylan as a main character, I think just debuted. So please support that. Marami pa po tayong mga writers na who had been signed under Disney. I think who will be coming with graphic novels with um how do you say this? With middle grade with Filipino heroes. So patuloy lang po yung supportan niyo. And mostly wag niyo pong kalimutan yung mga indies. They're the ones who are doing the real hard work. They're the ones who were so brave enough to get their works out there. So yun po, kung maraming salamat po kung gano'n niyo po kami sinuportahan, lalo-lalo na po sa kanila who are just the best writers, the heroes of them all. So, po. Medyo, Manuel, joke ka na.
Actually, si Eman, may tatanong pa daw siya. But then, medyo, ayun.
We'll be here.
He's back. Before we wrap things up, guys, if you have any other questions, just post them on our comment section. Kasi we will be ending this interview soon. So, please feel free to post your comments. Ayun. Emma, you have a question, no?
Oh, yeah. One last question. No, it's definitely not a question. But something that is a word of encouragement. What can you say to those who are inspiring authors that want to thrive in the international book community? So, ano yung may ibibigay mong advice sa kanila, Miss Charis, about that specific kind of journey? I know that the international publishing is kind of hard path to take, but maybe we can have some words from the expert that is already in there.
I just got in once. They may not want me back. Pero ito, this is what I think this is what they're gonna ask me also sa MIBF, but I'm gonna tell you. When you write your stories, write it with all your colors. Write it with everyone who loves you at dalhin mo sila sa likod mo. Let them carry you through. Bring your roots, your dreams, your memories in there. Do not be ashamed of using your own words. Just let them read it and be proud of them. Sobra kaming excited. The world is waiting for your stories, and the world needs your stories. So please keep on writing, and do not even, be afraid or doubt yourself na kailangan ba to, or is this worthy enough to be read? Worthy siya, and you're worthy enough to be there. So please keep on writing.
Thank you, Miss Charis. And speechless na ulit, no? Let's read a few comments from our viewers. From Diane, she said that, so proud of you. May this book reach a very wide audience all over the world. And this should be in our school libraries. Agree. Looking forward to your future books and will definitely support more fellow Pinoy authors. Ayun. And from Michelle S. Odvina, congratulations, Miss Charis. I can't wait for you to sign more copies sa MIBF. Pwede ko din may padala yung book ko. Kita ko eh. And then from Stellar. Congratulations. Congratulations, Miss Charis, for the successful launch of Marikit. I'm sure marireach mo din ang mga hearts ng mga kabataan. Hoping to have this book signed by you. Ayun. Ako din, gusto ko din ng signed copy.
Paano ba?
Papadala natin to Eman. Eman, kayo. Punta ka sa MIBF. Ayun. So, thank you. Thank you guys for your
alam nyo, actually, nagpadala sa akin si Miss Charis ng ng signed palette. ng signed palette niya for the Marikit and the Ocean Stars, and I'm so grateful for that. But it's not enough. Pupuntahan ko siya doon sa MIBF. Papasign talaga ako sa kanya. Personally. Hindi ko pa rin dikit eh. So, ayun.
Ayun, and also hear from
padala natin kay Eman.
From Isabel ba? Pag-pronounce niya. The Bakunawa and the Moon is my favorite legend. Ayun.
Ah.
And from Jamie, sana all. Oo nga, sana all. Malapit lang yung MIBF dito. Ayun. So, yeah, guys, you can get to
Oo.
see Miss Carice personally sa MIBF if you get to go there. So, try to visit MIBF din and see other works din ng mga Filipino authors who are there, whose books are there featured in MIBF. Ayun. So, wala na bang ibang questions? And maybe we can wrap. Matt daw. Ako din sa may copies doon. Sabi ni Dayan. See you there. Yun. Okay. So, Char, do you have anything else to say?
Ano,
Yes,
hihingin
sure.
ko lang yung address ni Eman. Parang hindi ko pa alam.
So, Eman, how about you?
I'm good.
Okay. Okay. So before we wrap things up, Miss Carice, maybe you have other upcoming book events to share, or other activities that where we can get to find you.
There. So MIBF po, September 16. I think it's 11:30 a.m. and to 12:30 we have a panel there, and then signing afterwards. I think our books will be available there. So kung kung gusto niyo pong bumili ng Marikit, I think it will be available there. Maraming salamat po. I am around the internet at Carissa Van Cruz. Temporarily not on X, but I'm around here. So if you could just message me, I'm just, my DMs are open. If you have any questions, I'd love to accommodate those.
Ayun. If you've noticed yung post, I think 3 days ago ni Miss Carissa, she was asking if you would like for her to write a wish or scribble a Marikit character on sticker notes during MIBF. Yes, I want.
I can send you one.
Don't know. Gusto din yung unang, was it your first dream to be an illustrator, right, Miss Carissa? Oo, so yes, it's
Yan ang
fun.
bra.
Ang ganda. Pero ang ganda kaya ng mga ginagawa nyo. Ayun, so, nagchika na kami. So anyway, if there are no other questions, we're gonna wrap this session up na, and we'd like to thank everyone.
Sorry.
Yes, Eman.
I just want to add something. Yeah, I forgot, someone from our book club pala nagtanong is, will you just only be there by Saturday, Miss Caris, or you will be as well by Sunday?
I'm sorry. I will be there hopefully
Saturday lang po ba?
lang po.
Okay.
Okay.
There po,
Ayan,
nandun po
noted
kayo.
po.
See you
Very
po.
good. Chard, okay na? Do you have anything else to ask?
See you po.
Okay, so again, we'd like to thank everyone who have joined us tonight for A Night with Miss Carissa Avendaño Cruz, for our mga tala na pinaghabi ni Marikit, a collaboration with Talk Bookish to Me Book Club and Book Chicas PH Book Club. So thank you. Hope you enjoyed this wonderful event with Miss Carissa Avendaño Cruz, and you get to know more about Marikit and the Ocean of Stars book. And ayun, so let's support our Filipino authors, guys, and in our simple ways, let's promote them, those books that we love. And also for Miss Carice, thank you so much for generously giving your time to us once again. Sobra-sobra na to eh. So thank you so much for being with us tonight and for making this a reality, this idea a reality, and for giving a chance for our members, for each book clubs to ask and get to know more about Marikit and the Ocean of Stars. So ayun. So thank you so much, guys, and we hope you have a good night. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Miss Carice, Chard, and Emma for being with us here tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Caris.
Salamat po.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Miss Caris.
Good night,
Salamat sa
everyone.
inyo.
Thank you, Emma and Richard. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you to the one who do our live Goodbye.
The end